everyone. I hope you are all doing well and enjoying your day. I want to dive right into my topic today, and that is don't drink the Kool-Aid. And a lot of you have heard that saying probably from our parents growing up or what have you, but it's a little twist on it today. Have you ever been in a situation where you ask, oh, who's watching, who's going to know, or who will this actually hurt in the end? Or maybe you think that you just have, quote, the right to do something because it's not hurting anyone. And I want to talk about a little bit about that today, and because we've all been in those situations and circumstances, and we think that it's no harm, no foul kind of thing. And I want to ask you today is don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't fall for that type of attitude in all aspects of your life. And what I mean by that is, like, there's a Diet Coke ad that says, if it feels right, do it, or because I can, or life is too short, so enjoy this. And all of that is true. I'm sure most of you have heard me say those things. That's how I live my life. That's how I want my kids to, and that's actually pretty much what I preach. But the idea that I get as I watch these ads is somewhat scary to me, because it's like it's all about you mentality, or even if it hurts someone, it's not your fault because you're just, quote, doing you. And that's where the line for me is a little misconstrued. And again, before we even go any further, I want to say again, I believe everyone should have their own journey. It's your thing, it's your support. I don't judge you. But this is about just because you can doesn't mean you should. And the Bible talks about just because you can do something doesn't mean it's edifying to the body. Okay, so that's kind of the twist I'm taking. And when I say don't drink the Kool-Aid, don't fall for that mentality where you can pretty much do whatever you want. Because, when you're little, you think you can do whatever you want, when you're a grown-up and whatever. And then we grow up and realize, holy crap, adulting is really hard. So I want to take a little spin to that because I can attitude and things of that sort. So as I said before, I'm a firm believer in everyone's journey is different, and your callings and purposes are different, and how you go about getting there is all different. And I'm in full support of that, and I'm in no way judging anyone, but it's almost all I'm talking about today is just a precautionary measure. And the reason I'm saying don't drink the Kool-Aid and just because you can do it doesn't mean you should is no matter what our actions do, some of the times it's there's a ripple effect. When you throw a pebble into the water, there's waves and ripples that follow. And sometimes we don't see them because they're so far out and they're so further out that it's, to our naked eye, it just stopped. But in reality, it might not just affect you. You know what I mean? Sometimes those ripples when we make decisions in our lives can affect our children or our grandchildren or our future husband or spouse. So I want to really get other people to start thinking, yes, I want to live my life and I want to do me, and all of those things are great. But when it comes at the sacrifice of those ripples and you're not thinking about that, that's where we kind of have to put the brakes on a little bit, because every decision we make does affect our future, seen or unseen. So for example, say you smoke for 25 years and then you end up getting cancer. You don't think about that ripple during those 25 years or whatever. And I know this is an extreme case and more easily judged, but you didn't deserve that necessarily, but you made a choice when you were 20 or whatever that affected you later. You got by with it for 25 years. So now you're 45 years old, you've got these kids and maybe a couple grandkids, whatever, and it affects you, but it also affects them. And that's what I was speaking about with those ripples that are further out that we might not necessarily think about or see. So although those ads are great and that mindset is honestly a healthy one, like anything, we can take it too far if we're seriously not thinking about any consequences ever just because it, quote, feels right. So I still want everyone out there to do you. I still want you to understand life is short, so go out and get yours and enjoy life every day because it's a beautiful gift and a blessing. But just be cautious is what I'm asking, and just be cautious of your choices. Be cautious of what it does to you, what it does to those around you. And again, you might not ever see the circumstances that you might have caused. So just be cautious in your choices and your decision making. And I promise you, you can still live the fullest, best, purposeful life that you can. So if you have a comment, leave below. I would love to hear from you, and I appreciate your time. Have a great day. Thanks.